Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about all the big news in the non-league, and due to the coronavirus there's a lot going on. Biggest news, everything under the National League has been cancelled. There will be no more football below the National League, no more Conference North, South, anything below. All gone, null and void. To start things off, as I stated, everything under National League North and South has been cancelled. There'll be no more football for the rest of the season, which means any teams hoping for promotion or those that were going to fight against relegation, that will not be happening. I imagine the tables will stay as they are, but importantly for teams looking to get some more money, there won't be any promotions. That's obviously going to impact a lot of clubs financially, because a promotion to the next league would mean arguably bit more funding, so it's going to impact a lot of these lower clubs. Now, the FA have announced that the tables will be expunged, which means they will work closely with the National League, National League North and the National League South to figure out what's going to happen with those teams and how those teams are going to finish in the season. I think top of the National League North is York City, who obviously were in League 2 for a long time, so they'd be looking to get back closer to playing in the Football League. So if they got promoted, one more promotion would put them back where they used to be. Wealdstone are in National League South, top of the National League South, so they were obviously a team that were looking to go up this season, go into the National League, but it might not happen. We'll have to see what the FA decides the right decision is going to be, and we shall see what happens to these teams if they get promoted or if they stay as they are. Now, the general consensus from National League sides is that the clubs want to finish the season. This has come from Yeovil's chairman, who has said he's spoken to a lot of the other chairmen, and they seem to be the general consensus is the season should be finished. The National League is obviously a very important league. The winners get into the Football League. That has a lot of financial backing for these clubs. Even though there's not a huge lot of difference between the financial fair play between League 2 and National League, it's a big help. The teams that go down from the League 2 tend to struggle financially and tend to not necessarily bounce back. But that's obviously something that Yeovil are trying to do. They have been Football League club for a long time. They're looking to do the same and bounce back up. That will only happen if the season finishes. Obviously, like we said earlier on in the video, if the season gets called null and void, there'll be no promotions or relegations, which could affect these clubs massively. Another club to have said the same is Hartlepool, who again have been a Football League club for a long time and are looking to bounce back. So whatever happens next, whatever the FA decides, is going to be a huge decision, and it's going to impact these clubs massively. It could be a lot of clubs could go out of business if they don't finish the season, because, like I said, a promotion can earn them a lot of money. Likewise, a relegation could lose you a lot of money. So clubs could be saved, but at the same time, a lot of clubs could lose a lot of money from doing this. Obviously, other clubs who have done the same are Notts County, who were relegated last season. So a promotion is a huge importance for them. I think they're the oldest football club one of the oldest football clubs in the country, definitely one of the oldest to get relegated. So a promotion for them would be a massive achievement. But obviously, if the season doesn't continue, then we won't have a lot. They won't have a lot, to hope for this for the next year. Likewise, Halifax Town have done the same. A team that are looking to get promoted. Tough season for both teams, but again, whatever the FA decides is going to be a huge decision, and it's going to affect a lot of teams. So we might see some teams go bust, especially in the lower leagues, but we'll have to see what happens. Now, in more non-league news, Alfreton Town, who play in the National League North, have in fact lent their facilities at no extra cost to the NHS to help with the control of the coronavirus. Alfreton haven't got a lot of money. They're one of those non-league clubs, like most of the non-league clubs, that don't have a lot of financial backing. So for a club like that to be helping out the community and helping out the NHS is really good to see, and is a step in the right direction, I think, for the country, and definitely for football as well, because it's for a little club like Alfreton to set this benchmark for other clubs to follow in the same footsteps to lend out the facility is a massive statement. So fair play to Alfreton. Very helpful to the NHS, that, and very helpful to the community. Hopefully other clubs follow in the footsteps, and hopefully they will continue to help the NHS. I would also like to thank the NHS for all the great work they're doing, and I'm sure if you all stay safe, we'll be helping to stop the coronavirus very soon. Also, thank you for watching this video again. Appreciate the support. If there's any other news you want me to include in next week's video that I've missed, please feel free to leave it down below. Any other advice for future videos, please again leave it down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow the social media accounts. Thank you. See you next week.